hello, story time. Now, I was meant to upload this one sooner. I'm a little bit late, but I think you'll forgive me because despite it not being very seasonal, it's a great story, so you're still going to enjoy it. It's called The Hot Cross Bunny. Yes, he does look quite cross, doesn't he? It says, "Welcome to the Isle of the Great Easter Bunny. Steve the bunny is cross, really cross. He has failed to grow any chocolate eggs for Easter, totally hopless. Steve decides to make up a new egg recipe and an extraordinary adventure unfolds. Is that a dragon's tail in the sky?" Uh-oh. All right, we're going to have to get into the world of the Easter Bunny. It's not quite as you imagined. Okay, let me make sure you can see. Our story begins where the sun's always sunny on the top secret island of the Great Easter Bunny. It starts bright and early one fair Easter Eve with a very small, very cross bunny called Steve. The Easter egg harvest was well underway, but Steve wasn't excited for this Easter day. A real hot cross bunny from ear tufts to bum, for he'd not grown a chocolate egg all year. Not one. Look, if you look at all the other bunnies, they're collecting loads of eggs. And he's just sitting with his pot and some holes, it looks like. "It's hopless," Steve grumbled. His heart felt so squeezy. "This chocolate egg's growing is meant to be easy." "Relax," replied Nugget. "Don't stress yourself out. Our chocolate eggs all Easter Day is about." "Yes," Steve said crossly. "I cannot give up. I want to win this year's Golden Egg Cup. I've followed my books like the instructions said, but what if I make up my own way instead?" This never ends well, does it, when people do their own way? But we'll see. It always makes for a good story. Look, it says, "Into this pot went no sugar, but spice, dark chocolate chips, fiery chilies and ice, 2 lemons, 1 earthworm and 6 sharp pointy rocks, 10 daisy flowers and 3 old spotty socks. Then his last jelly bean, the most important part, for the best Easter eggs have a jelly bean heart." Ooh. A silver mist swirled and the moon glittered blue. At the last stroke of midnight, Steve's special egg grew. "It's eggnormous," cried Nugget. "Eggtastic, a dream. It's the eggiest egg I think I've ever seen." And that's when they heard it. A crack, then a scratch. Steve's experiment hiccuped and then started to hatch. Can you see what's starting to come out? And out of the crack, with a thunderous croak, a snarl and a sniff, and a cloud of grey smoke. Uh-oh, look at Steve. Hatched a huge, hungry dragon. A shocking surprise. The friends squeaked, "Oh no," as it took to the skies. It soared across the moon, then it swished and it swirled and plunged through the rabbit hole, to the real world. "We must catch it," Steve cried. Nugget flapped. "Are you mad? We can't catch a dragon. They're badder than bad. We'll be roasted and toasted and barbecued too." "But Nugget," said Steve, "it's the right thing to do." So they hopped into action despite Nugget's warning to catch the loose dragon before Easter morning. It is the right thing to do. Otherwise, we're going to have it in the real world, aren't we? But it flew over rooftops. It leapt over cars. It swam in a fish pond. It sprang for the stars. It bounced around town. And then, no, one by one, it ate every chocolate egg till there were none. Steve felt so hopeless. It was nearly dawn, and soon children would wake up and they'd stretch and they'd yawn. They'd hunt high and low, but they'd find no egg hid, not a single egg left for the most hopeful kid. Oh dear, look, eating every single one. Well, the dragon, despite feeling quite sick, swooped towards a house and with one swirling flick squashed down the chimney in search of a treat because something inside smelled delicious to eat. Steve and Nugget, they're down there going through the cat flap maybe. Steve and Nugget tiptoed through the dark sleeping house and sneaked up to the dragon as quiet as a mouse. "Don't eat us!" Steve cried, just as Nugget squeaked, "Help!" and the terrified dragon leapt up with a yelp. Poor Trevor the dragon was friendly, not mean, because Trevor's sweetheart was a peach jelly bean. Oh dear. Then, to their surprise, with a sound like a drum, hundreds of chocolate eggs burped from Trev's bum. It's a kind of chocolate egg pooping dragon. Oh dear. It's chocolate! Steve sprang up. "I know what to do. We'll replace the lost eggs with the chocolate egg poo." They surfed from the house on a loose roller skate, crashed through the door and the small garden gate. They raced around town. Every poo egg was hid to delight and excite every egg-hunting kid. With Easter Day saved and the sun coming up, it was time to see who'd won the Golden Egg Cup. Oh my goodness. So all of the chocolate eggs have now been replaced by dragon poop eggs. Golden Egg Cup, be bold, be brave, be eggy. Back home after such an extraordinary night, the great Easter Bunny bestowed with delight the Golden Egg Cup for the greatest egg ever to brave Steve and Nugget and their new pal Trevor. Wow. With the sun shining bright, the egg hunt's underway. Steve realised the best thing about Easter Day wasn't the chocolate or the prize at the end, but to share joy and laughter and to make a new friend. Cute, huh? Wow. Also, can you see what they got inside their eggs? So who knows? Maybe this Easter you had a dragon poo egg instead. See you next time.